PJ time, a fake XP drops you what? Oh my goodness, let's start with this little graphical glitch right here. So before, you'd equip the heavy ballista and like your mystic robe bottom would like stretch up onto the heavy ballista, made it look like you had a really big skirt, and now it's been fixed. Ain't that beautiful? Now real quick, at the top of the news post of this week's update, they've been discussing changing how death mechanics work in Corporal Beast and the God Wars dungeon, though none of them have been implemented yet, so that's why I'm not going to talk about them. But if you want to go read about them, you can go and read about them. Quick PvP update, which is like sort of confusing, but I'll try to explain it. So right now, World 18 is a UK based world, and World 92 is a Australia based world. And the problem being here is if you're in the US or Canada or Australia or whatever, and you want to go play in the Bounty Hunter world, you're gonna have really bad ping because it's a UK based world. So every 2 weeks they're swapping around the worlds, as in World 18 becomes World 19, as in World 19 adopts the Bounty Hunter world label and it becomes the Bounty world for 2 weeks, and then it switches back to World 18. And they're also doing the same swapping behavior for other PvP worlds. If you want to look into it more, then you can read the news post because it's a bit confusing. Now, moving on to actual QOL improvements. First of all, we need to switch accounts. Look at this ancient account. Oh goodness. If you didn't know, this is my very old hardcore man that died. Anyway, so since Iron Men aren't allowed to gain XP in PvP because like you could like farm it and stuff, they made it so Iron Men can't, or this has always been the case, Iron Men can't gain XP from attacking players, but if you are hello there, but if you've done PvP, you know it's a massive advantage when you get an XP drop because you know like roughly what you're gonna hit against your opponent. So with Iron Men, they went and added a fake XP drop in PvP. So we just into the wilderness. We gotta run on up to like level 9 wilderness. All these runes, I don't have bank in my space. I don't have space in my bank to put these runes in, so I had to keep them with me. Adventure. Alright, let's just bam. So as you can see, I got a nice little fake XP drop right there. Don't worry about it. Dead. So you get fake XP drops, so you don't actually get XP, but they just pop up so you know roughly what you're gonna hit, which is quite nice. And of course the fake XP is marked by the little red cross next to the XP drop. Other than that, we've got a few more PvP changes. So the PJ timer used on PvP worlds has been applied to the Bounty Hunter world. So like you can't get attacked after someone, you just finished a fight or something. I don't know, dude, PJ timers. But that now applies in Bounty Hunter worlds as well. Switch back to the main. And so a funny little glitch. Any damage received during the Lunar Isle cutscene is now cleared when the cutscene ends. Meaning if you went into the cutscene and then someone started attacking you, perhaps on dead man mode, then all the damage would stack on you at the end of the cutscene. So you would die very quickly and you couldn't do anything about it. But that's been fixed so the damage gets cleared so you don't like take any damage at the end of the cutscene. Another little change, but this time at you what mate? To raids. Upon completing a raid of the Chambers of Xeric, the loot notification can support longer messages. So if you are lucky enough to get a triple drop, it will actually show that you got a triple drop. I actually don't know how rare a triple drop is. Probably quite rare. And I've got some building materials in my inventory because I don't have one of these and I never had. So just go to the building mode. And then this goes it goes somewhere. Heck, when I put this, I'll put this right over here. Can't have a normal garden. We gotta have a posh garden. Formal garden, I mean, yeah, that one. Bam. Now go ahead here. Tip jar. Here we go. But you what, mate? 5 platinum tokens. Dang it. That's 15,000 platinum tokens, whatever that'll do. Attempt 2. Run on over here to the tip jar. We just build it real quick. Just boop. Slap, slap. Then we just switch out of building mode so we could have some guests come in. Who's this? Hello, sir. Would you like to give me some money? It's this way. Right here. Money, please. And so for whatever reason, the message of this tip jar was broken, but now it's fixed. So when someone puts monies in there, it gives you a little notification. It used to do this, but it didn't. It got broke or something. So we just transfer that to the bank. My 10k, thanks. I actually stole it. You're not getting that back, ever. Alright, other than that, they've got another sorting option. So before, there was just this one, and this one. But now there's this one, which does something. So they fixed a bug where you'd just be sorting your friends list and your client would freeze and it would crash, and yeah, that's fixed. This one's sort by name. They've got sort by last world change, so whoever changed worlds last is going to appear at the top. Sort by world, I like that one, and legacy sort. Legacy sort and sort by world is the one I use. So everyone in your world, it stays at the top, and people who are like logged in last or whatever are near the top as well. And yes, some more sorting options that I don't really understand, but you can go play with them. We just head over to Castle Wars real quick. We gonna head up to the observatory real quick for a nice examine, which is very cute. You'll see where we get there. We just go up these stairs. We've got a nice little telescope, and then if we examine it, before it would simply say an expensive device, but now it says Remember to look up into the stars and not down your feet. Famous quote by Mr. Stephen Hawking, who unfortunately passed away not so long ago. So I think it's pretty cute that they put that as the quote, or as the examine text. Oh, I nearly missed this one. A quick raids change. So before, to be able to lead a raid in a clan chat, you would need to have the kick rank. So the kick rank is here. For me, it's Corporal Plus, which is 2 bananas. So anyone with 2 bananas or higher could make a raid. But now they've changed that. So anyone with 1 banana, so the lowest rank other than smiley face, anyone with 1 banana and higher can now lead a raid rather than requiring the kick rank. So you could do a raid even if the clan leader doesn't trust you with kick rank. Speaking of raids, cave worms will now tend to appear lower down the mini menu when picking up items in the chambers of Xeric. So like when you right click or when you left click, they won't be at the top as often. Bird nests will now tend to appear above bird meat in the mini menu when picking up items. Again, because like bird meat, you don't really want to pick that up, but bird nests on the other hand. And lastly, in demo mode, the Wilderness Hard Diary task of killing a lava dragon and burying its bones on Lava Dragon Owl not only requires killing a lava dragon, as they do not drop bones in demo mode because they're OP. So it's a quick little fix. That's just a bit of an oversight. Not that anyone was probably going to do the hard diaries on demo mode anyway. And that is all of the updates for this week, other than the before mentioned changes that they're still considering and haven't been set in stone yet. But if you want to read further into like the PvP updates and the updates they haven't quite set in stone yet, link to the news post is in the description as always. And throughout the next few weeks, we'll have a few types of videos. Actually, not really. So first, taking a noob raiding, that hasn't been recorded yet, but I plan to get that out on the 3rd of April, but don't hold me to that if I don't get it out by then. But over the next few weeks, I'm going through really old clips. Like, I'm talking, some of them are nearly a year old now, but they're still good. It was recorded like last summer or a little bit before that. And it's just a bunch of PVM stuff because I have a disgusting PVM tab that I really want to sell. Wait, not that one. This one, which I really want to sell, but I can't because you haven't seen the videos of me getting the drops. So yeah, I'll be pumping those out during Easter and maybe a little bit after as well. So look forward to PVM shenanigans, and yeah, other than that, that's it for this week's updates.